welcome back to Smarmalade Plays Autumn's Journey. Kerr's turning back into a dragon. Let's go! His eyes remained open, and then he got up once again. Approaching me, he took hold of my hands and elevated them, his thumbs rubbing my fingers tenderly. After examining them for a few moments, he sighed defeatedly. What's wrong? Regretting that I didn't learn the transformation spell. It'll be a while before we can do anything like this again. I smirked wryly. Well, you could always disobey your master again and get cursed a second time. I'm not going through that again. That reminds me, what exactly did you say that got you into so much trouble? He let go of my hands and averted his eyes. Does it really matter? My opinions have changed since then. What did you say once? Let sleeping dragons lie? Now it's made me more curious. Not saying... Come on. Really not! Please, please? Ofer. With strong arms, he embraced me closely, effectively causing me to quiet down as I felt my face press against his chest. He smothered me to death, and the game ended for a third time. Still have no idea how to react when I do this, huh? Dot dot dot! Slowly, I wrapped my arms around him, enveloped in his warmth.
I'm really gonna miss you.
I shyly glanced up and with a whim of courage stood on my tiptoes and delivered a kiss to his neck. He glanced down at me in surprise, then smiled warmly before touching his forehead to mine. Thanks again for everything, Aura. We remained there for a few moments before Kerr reluctantly stepped back and turned to the altar. I stepped back, lingering close to the cave wall. Kerr knelt down, then glimpsed my position. You, need to move back. I'm fucking huge.
Right.
Oh, right. I shuffled back a few paces. Farther? Here? No, farther. Now you're just messing with me. Have you ever seen an earth dragon before? Just you and you're kind of heaven-kind sized. Which is not an accurate representation, as you'll see in a minute. Imagine my dragon dong. I was practically hugging the cave at the corner. Expecting a flash, I shielded my eyes and slightly averted them. I could hear some mumbling, but it was too far away to comprehend it. As predicted, Kerr was engulfed in a bright light, which expanded and took shape before materializing into his true form. Unlike the lithe and serpent-like water dragon, the earth dragon was bulky with powerful limbs, folded wings, and overlapping armor that ran from its neck to the end of its tail. It had rock-like juts protruding from its elbows and knees. I gaped and cautiously took a step forward. The ears and the earthy tones reminded me of Kerr, but I'd underestimated how fearsome he would appear in his true body. Kerr? He took a step, his large weight causing the cave to rumble. I immediately grasped the wall, not wanting to pitifully kneel down in fear. His large eyes widened, and his next step was more cautious, like a cat getting ready to pounce. I know. Tremors aside, I could still take you on in a fair fight. A proud snort was heard, and his head loomed over me before lowering. I'd like to see you try. His voice was deeper with a natural growl to it, but it was definitely Kerr. I won't be doing that voice, because it's already been close to Mr. Bandages, and I don't want to fucking lose my voice again. Thanks. Kerr nudged me with his snout, and I took an unstable step back. Easy there. Sadly, we can't grapple on the grass playfully anymore. Come on, Ilmari's waiting. Once we strolled outside, Ilmari was waiting patiently and quickly approached me before eyeing Kerr. All ready to go? I mustered a small smile. Yeah, I'll see you two off as well. It'll be a nice walk until we reach the river. Kerr, why don't you give us a ride? Kerr flapped his wings indignantly. Aura, your teasing is rubbing off on him. I was actually thinking the exact same thing. Can you fly me at least? Please? Me, at least, please. I'm reading it again because I read it with the wrong inflection, you know. He folded the wings instead of his. They aren't his. And grumbled, expanding a claw in the dirt. Unless there's a mountaintop I can glide off of, my wings are pretty much useless. I gave Kerr a blank stare as I slowly registered the news, and couldn't hide my disappointment. Aww. What do you expect from an earth dragon? That's like expecting Ilmari to walk on land. Hey, at least I can move around in this form. You, on the other hand. I started laughing. At first it was simply a giggle, but soon it grew into a full chuckle. I don't think it was purely from their antics, as I realized that my eyes were moist and blinked it away. I'm really gonna miss this. I wanted to ask for them to stay, question whether they really had to go back, but I knew it was hard for them too. When we reached the river, Ilmari took a few reluctant steps forward before he twirled around and hugged me close.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything, Orly. I promise we'll see you again. I'll help train Kerr so he can transform on his own as well. Is it a difficult spell? Ilmari's loud sigh explained everything, and he eyed Kerr wearily. We dropped our arms and parted from our embrace. It'll take time. For now, we have to explain the full situation to our masters, which will most definitely strain the relationships between Dragonkind and Heavenkind. Kerr hissed and fluttered his wings. I like how they made that voice deeper. What a hassle! But it's something they should be made aware of now, before the situation potentially gets worse, or else there'll be real tensions to worry about. Yeah, that makes sense. I jabbed my chest with a thumb. I'll be busy providing services to traveling merchants passing through Berry for now. I'll make sure all shipments going in and out are verified. Not as glamorous as knighthood, but I think it's important.
Let's do this.
Now get going, we're obviously stalling. I backed away, giving Ilmari some room. The mist enveloped him, and a large shape stretched and loomed before me, followed by a splash. When the fog had evaporated, Ilmari's neck and head were still visible from above the water. A thought occurred to me, and I motioned for Kerr to lower his ears. Hey Kerr, do me a favor. I reached up and patted his muzzle. Give Ilmari his beach back. His nostrils flared, but he made a small jerking motion with his head that resembled a nod. Good. If you do, I promise to visit you both. Somehow. Like a puppy demanding attention, Ilmari nudged my shoulder with his snout until I turned and patted it as well. Play nice, you two. We'll be fine. Take care, Orly. Satisfied, Ilmari retreated into the river, while Kerr began walking upstream. I was surprised Kerr didn't vocalize a goodbye. However, he glanced back momentarily, and I smiled to myself. He didn't handle partings that well. Take care, Kerr, Ilmari. I fought the urge to run along with them, and instead waved at them fervently until they disappeared from sight. Knowing I would break down sobbing if I continued to stand there, I returned to the cave. I smiled wistfully as I picked up the glass ornament and the crude walking stick. Once I had arranged them in front of the dragon statue, I made a prayer to the altar. Not sure if this communication works between anyone or just between Dragonkind. I should have asked. How silly of me. But, please take care of those two for me. They're both important to me, and it'll be lonely without them. I have a feeling they'll be preoccupied with a lot of things before we can see each other again. Satisfied with the conclusion, I sauntered outside of the altar, with Ilmari's gift in my bag and Kerr's walking stick in my hand. The vivid redness of autumn had died, replaced by bare trees and a noticeable nip in the air. The heaviness I had felt in my heart disappeared, replaced instead by a strong buoyancy. I knew I would see Kerr and Ilmari again, but for now, I have to finish my patrol first. Never thought I'd actually miss those. Let's sing along to the song that probably has copyright infringement. Oh, the baby, cute sketchapoo. So yeah, this game was fun, despite the bestiality going on. It was really cute. And the art was fucking gorgeous. I wish I could draw this good. The end. I have no idea what the next Otome I'll play will be. I'm looking into a few, but since I don't want to pay for any, there might not be very many more. I want to play Backstage Pass, but it costs $30, which I think is, like, extraordinarily expensive. So I'm waiting, number one, for it to go off Steam Early Access, and number two, then for it to be discounted. What the hell's that game called? I can never remember when I'm trying to remember. The Pigeon one! That one was on sale the other day. So maybe? I don't really want to play it though. I feel like so many people have played it. So maybe that one, because it was only $5. Other than that, I don't know. We'll have to see. But for now, Amalur, still going strong till it's done. Never giving up. Never gonna give you up, Amalur. Have fun watching the credits. Thanks for watching. It's been a lovely autumn. Bye!